I got excited, all right, because due process, substantive due process, and full disclosure is a basic, unalienable right, yeah? Whether you in U.S. Constitution or Hawaiian Kingdom Declaration of Rights, you gotta have your full disclosure and substantive due process. Otherwise, it's tyranny. And I'm not gonna sit there and allow tyranny to be rule of the day on my watch. Now, our families, yeah, I'm not Kanaka Maoli, I'm not Konohiki bloodline, but I am lawful in my own country. Nobody proved that the Hawaiian Kingdom is extinguished, yeah? So we're doing our due diligence to enforce our title and the law and jurisdiction peacefully. And these people, for how many years now, and my own personal experience with this county council, yeah, all 9 of them, Harry Kim, Joe Kamehameha, corporate counsel was there, yeah, Mitch Roth, prosecutor, all you guys bosses, yeah?
That's not my boss.
Okay, well, you work for the county, right?
That's not my boss.
Okay, well, okay. I'm glad everybody's here.
We understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Do you really? Well, what I'm saying is,
Okay.
you guys, what I'm
No,
saying,
no,
if
tone-
you
tone it
understand,
down.
what am I trying to
hold
say?
on for
Just
a little
tone it
while,
down.
hold on for a little while.
Okay.
We did not call I don't know who called the police.
No, I know.
Listen,
You know
sir.
what? You've been as nice as you possibly
I'm
could,
going
but
to
we
be
got.
even nicer right now.
Bro, we
What I'm
gotta
gonna
step
say
it
is-
up.
Wait, wait.
Okay.
What I'm going to say is, thank you for leaving. You're welcome to come back. But if you do that again, that can be the last
Okay,
time.
what did I do, sir?
You didn't have the floor, you were not recognized to speak. Not only did you get up and speak, but you were too loud. Your words were hostile.
Did I say anything not true?
I don't care about truth.
Or you don't?
Not
You
really.
got that on tape? Okay.
When
Well,
it's
I'll
your
tell you
turn, when it's your turn to speak the truth, you speak all the
No,
truth. you
well,
want.
here's what was going
Gee,
on. Can
okay,
I?
so I'm gonna rescind my offer pretty soon unless you let me finish talking.
You're not even lawful here, bro.
Well, then what's my point? I
Well, because we're human beings and we
Well, that's
caught
what I'm
in
trying
this.
to do.
Okay,
But I'm not going
I
to waste
appreciate
any more of these
that.
guys' time.
Well, no, they don't need
I'm
to
just going
stay.
to say it in front of them. You're welcome to come back on any issue.
I appreciate that.
We cannot have that, Gene.
Okay.
You just can't have it.
I don't want to do it like this, but let me say
don't.
this.
Then
Okay.
don't.
You
Control
know what?
yourself.
You don't wait. I can
That's
control
it.
myself. I was controlling myself. But when you guys started to continue the hearing as if everything we said, we come in honor with our due diligence for years, yeah? And everybody in there was served notice, you know more title,
Right.
you know more jurisdiction, and nobody went like, man, you just made a big claim. Yeah, we made a big claim.
Well-
For 127 years we made the claim.
I cannot tell you. They can react however they want to react to whatever claims are made. And whether or not people have the right to go up there and flat out lie if they want to.
No, they
It's not
don't.
Aloha everybody, I'm Gene Tamashiro. I'm a sovereign Hawaiian. I'm lawful in my own country as codified Declaration of Rights 1839. Knowledge without action is useless. Faith without works is dead. Everyone in the USA Incorporated is forced to work, study, and live under the policies of the federal corporation, the United States, including her education, economic, healthcare, military, judicial system, etc., are indeed all under a mostly foreign-controlled corporate contract system. For proof of that, go to United States Code, Article 28, Section 3002, line 15. United States equals federal corporation.
Mr. Tamashiro, I don't mean to interrupt you. but
Why are you interrupting me?
Is there going to be a nexus to anything on the agenda?
Absolutely, because I'm talking about lawful title, lawful jurisdiction, and the
Thank you
law
for the
that you swore an
clarification.
oath to. Okay, thank you. This treasonous condition is the unconstitutional root cause and false presumption that has institutionalized so much of the needless and unlawful suffering in Hawaii, America, and the world. For 127 years, Hawaii has been and is still held hostage under the unlawful occupation of the United States. The proof of that claim is the fact that in all these years, to this very moment, nobody has produced any public record evidence to the contrary. There are things in life that we don't want to confront, but we must. We all have made mistakes, but we must do our level best to correct our mistakes. Keokua God requires us all to live with dignity, honor, and aloha truth under His law as codified. Ko Hawaii Pae Aina Hawaiian Kingdom Declaration of Rights, 1839, Kawike Aoli, Kamehameha III. In the United States, that same divine covenant is expressed in the Declaration of Independence, 1776. We hold these truths to be self-evident. It means we are all protected and obligated to live under and defend one and the same universal law. Dear friends, unity in the law equals unity in the people. Our true status as an occupied country is irrefutable. Reality compels everyone, true Kanakas, real men and women of all colors, to help correct the Heva. Hawaiian Kingdom General Assembly, Kahai Kupuna Council, and Konohiki Royal heirs that are present today have come together now to establish the Hawaiian Kingdom Governance Authority. All are invited to reclaim and exercise our right and our responsibility to be lawful in our own country. Are you ready to be lawful? Some of us are. To be forever free in the land of righteousness. God bless everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Tamashiro.
I'm going to give you a copy of this. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. One for
Albert,
County
anytime,
Clerk.
just hit the button on the base and speak directly into the mic, yes. Sorry, you need to hit it one more time. There's a button. There you go, your red light's on. And please speak directly into the mic so that we can capture your testimony for the minute. So pull it.
My name is Albert Kaho'opi'i. Born and raised in Kohala, as Mr. Richard knows, Kaho'a Ranch. We go back a long ways, probably about 7 generations off of the ranch. And while I was young, I used to go Lana to check the water. Okay, this portion land that we're talking about right now, I didn't know till now that my great-great-great-grandmother was the owner of this land. And this map that I have goes back to 1928. Now I'm here to stand up for my rights and my families, that nobody has the right to claim this land. I also confronted Greg Moore, Tony Whittington, and told them if they had a title higher than my title. I never received anything up until today. So I'm asking, before anyone can make a decision on this land, or any of all of the lands, they need to go back and research, because there's a lien on this land. So when there's a lien on this land, people cannot sell the land because they leased the land. So that's why I question Greg Moore, Tony Whittington, if they had a higher title than what I have. Nothing has been served to me since now. I didn't know about this till yesterday, that we found out about this meeting that we're gonna come forward to you folks. So now we are here to let you folks know that nobody has a higher title than what we have. If you do, fine, let's go to court.
My name is Matthew Kaho'opi'i, born and raised in Kohala, also with Timmy Richards, Kaho'a Ranch. Thank you, council members, for having this opportunity today. I live in Kaneohe, and I did my research very well because the state and county had recognized the Moko'a Hawaii's genealogy in 1999. When sovereignty movement was moving forward, we just went with genealogy. No paperwork, no land court award, no royal patent. Well, I moved to Kaneohe, then I studied this for about 20 years. Now, what I'm holding in my hand is superior title. Is there a superior court in Hawaii? To my lineal descendants of the heirs and the genealogy. And if you look at it, Human Rights Offer Desires documents came out. That was very powerful to all the judges, the state. And if you look at the great Mahele, came out, and I did my research very well to my genealogy, to Kinke Kauliki, yeah, Kekuai Pui Vanui, also son of Kamehameha Nui Ailoa, Kahele Mai Luna, down to Ebna Paki, yeah, married to Kunia. Yeah, so my mother is related to Lahi Lahi, all the way up. Kamehameha Nui Ailoa, his brother, is Kanehekili. That's my father's middle name. Did not know my mother and father were married. That gave us the Naupio blood. To collect and do a nationality to the ili of this land, to the Aupo, or if he did it very well, to his estate of his kingdom. As I stand before you, I oppose the bill, 141, of the development down at Kwaihai 1, Kwaihai 2. Also, what I'm holding right here is Kioniana, John Young, certified documents to Queen Emma of my dad's genealogy tying to. Yeah, to John Young. So now, today we can make a claim, and with these documents that I have right here, we're not against the state. We're not against the government. We thank you very much for all what you're doing all these years, that we don't have to live in grass shacks and walk on the feet. But we willing to work with you, even develop, even farming, open up these lands, open up the Hawaii, open up the water so the life can prosper in this land. But thank you very much for your time. God bless.
My name is Chad Ha'a. I am the great-great-great-grandson of Kamehameha III, Kawikiaoli. Today I'm here just to make myself present and to oppose this 141. God bless you folks. I believe my cousins have said enough here. Thank you folks for your time. Aloha.
Good morning, my name is Dwight Vicente, representing Hawaiian Kingdom. Bill 141. If one was to look at the history, under King Kalakaua, the leases bumped up from 3 to 5 years to 25 years. That would bring them up to 1915. Under the Reciprocity Treaty of 1875, it's not Article 2, Section 2 treaty. So it's a treaty that was not signed by King Kalakaua or the U.S. President. So it cannot be said to be a treaty, but that's what is the 1898 Joint Resolution, and the history from 1875 to the 1898 Joint Resolution relies on. It's a no treaty. So as far as the United States, treaties ended in 1875. But they're still here because they're applying the Northwest Ordinance of 1787 to this kingdom, as they're doing with other countries. You're either incorporated or unincorporated. What a joke. Well, for the 1,750,000 acres that was illegally ceded in 1898, it was incorporated to the U.S. under Article 4, Section 3, Clause 2 of the U.S. Constitution. No Article 5 amendment. And the leased lands ended in 1915, and the fake territory of Hawaii did adverse possessions on these lands. Last to lease is the first to own. Ain't that a joke? So 1959, the fake state of Hawaii was created, and they did the Land Use Commission so they could reach over beyond the limits of the 1,750,000 acres of Crown and government lands that was illegally ceded. So with that, you have the Planning Commission that helps facilitate the illegal development of these lands. As the old saying goes, King Fields of Dreams. Steal it, sell it, and the illegal aliens will come. So these developments are all illegal, and the county and the state is trying to reach over. beyond the 1,750,000 acres that was actually rebranded in 1920 as Hawaiian homelands, and that's based on a Northwest Ordinance of 1787. So is the state of Hawaii's Northwest Ordinance. With this, I'll end with the reservation of rights of this kingdom under the Queen's protest of January 17, 1893 against U.S. Minister Stevens. It is yet to make its way to the U.S. Supreme Court. Article 3, Section 2, Clause 2, original but limited jurisdiction. The other one is the 1898 joint resolution. And going back to 1875, the reciprocity treaty that never was. King Kalakaua and the U.S. president never signed. And all the way back to 1820, President Monroe appointed John C. Jones as the agent for the U.S. And under his control was the missionary family and the U.S. Navy that was sent here without treaty. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Soraya Evans. I came to this island 7.5 years ago. And within the first couple of months of arriving here, I learned that the state of Hawaii was not lawful. It's fake. It's not real. And I learned this from the people that live here on the island. I believe all of you have grown up here, and yet you continue to stomp on your brothers and your sisters. And I don't understand it. And you want to demand respect from people sitting in the audience at these commissions or board meetings or whatever. And I see you all, sitting on your phones or on your computers, not even paying attention to what your brothers and sisters are saying to you. Is this really how you want to show up for your children and your grandchildren? You want them to know that you continue to wreak this havoc on the people here? I no longer consider myself American citizen. I gave that up some time ago. I'm a sovereign. I'm a sovereign Hawaiian national. And I stand here, or sit here, in support of all my brothers and sisters that continue to be abused by all of you and the system that you work for. I oppose Bill 141. The other week at the Windward Commission meeting, I asked the Father to please forgive them for not knowing what they're doing. And today, I ask Father to forgive you all because you know what you're doing, and I don't think I can forgive you. I truly hope that you will wake up in this year 2020 and do what is best for the people, not the corporation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Evans. Any other testifiers? Remote sites, last chance for testimony? Seeing none, I'm closing public testimony and moving on to business of the day.
Applicant Kohala Shoreline, LLC, area 37.88 acres. The Leeward Planning Commission forwards its favorable recommendation for this change of zone, which would allow the applicant to subdivide the property into 6 lots to develop a residential subdivision. The property is located 3 miles north of Kawaihae Harbor on the Makai side of Okoni Pule Highway, introduced by Ms. Kirkowitz by request. And Communication 764.1 from Planning Director Michael Yee, dated February 12, 2020, transmitting the draft transcript from the Leeward Planning Commission's January 16, 2020 meeting.
My name is Greg Morris. I'm a land use consultant representing the owner, Dr. Meervold and his wife. This project has a long history. I think Tony alluded to part of it. The property was rezoned from Ag 5 to RS 15 a number of years ago by a previous owner. That was in 1997. My client acquired the property after the previous owner passed away, and is not a developer, and so he sat on the property for over 20 years. would like to now develop it, and felt that the current zoning, the RS-15 zoning, which would allow up to 110 lots, was inappropriate. After discussions with many people in the community, there have been 2 EAs done on the property, and in response to those, the owner has come up with a plan that the people felt was a lot more palatable. I think you've probably seen it. This is a map showing the subject property. Originally, there was 50 lots under a previous SMA that would have required a massive, basically just, grading the entire site. And it would have been very destructive to a number of things.
When things happen to a land that the piece of property that people are claiming that may have some cloud to it, regardless if you say you had clear title. Because I did have a friend who ended up going to Maui and fighting for their property when the people who had it said, well, we got clear title, and it was documented because your tutu man put the X and somebody witnessed. Well, she showed proof that her tutu man could write his signature and knew how to read and write, and he was a smart tutu man. So the court awarded her the property. However, the people who had it went for adverse possession and got it back. And she just didn't have enough money as a Hawaiian to fight more for fight for that more, and so and kind of let it go. So I know, and I feel for the Kaho'opi'i, is that the Kaho'opi'i Ohana, and what they've stated. So know that we've heard you, or I've heard that you, and there's other ways that we could probably be resourceful to you in our personal lives. But as far as what's coming before us is for a down zoning that I think would also be in your best interest should you move forward and going to court for some type of, regarding the land title, that it's not 100 homes there or whatever, but it's down zoning. So what we're here today is to look at the zoning, which I feel, had enough testimony from that community to also support it and put it into I think it was Ag 5. So that is what I'm supporting, but I just want to acknowledge my heartfelt, I would like even to say condolences on your journey to make what you feel your family needs to be pono. And I apologize, for what had happened here that may have put a damper on the importance of what your testimony stood up for. So I apologize for the other testifiers who kind of put a little damper on that, and that should not have happened.
I grew up with Kaho'opi'is, your grandfather. We all grew up together, so haven't seen you in a long time, Matthew. Good to see you, and Junior. We'll talk story outside. What is before us is the zoning, and we'll be talking a story about that. And I actually give credit, Greg, for bringing this forth, and the working on trying to strike the balance for the property going forward.
I personally want to apologize for the display that we all experienced and the hurtful things that have been said. But what I wanted to say was to the Kaho'opi'i Ohana is that your issue is a real one. Title to our lands have been neglected. Can I say neglected from day one, when everything that we understand as, take it culturally, as our land is our parents, no? And in our society today, it's totally different. So while we sit and be comfortable, our lands were being sold or taken, and laws had to be changed. The adverse possession law was pretty much the worst thing to impact our natives. Until today, quiet title actions are still being filed on this island. And that's because we still have families here that have managed throughout society and the economic disasters that we have experienced as Hawaiians to try to hold on to something that we that was ours in a world that was so confusing to everyone. And I talk from experience of my family losing a lot of land that way. So while I sit here in this role, I see my role as trying to help you folks, and I've offered my help to you, not on this body, but as my experience in land issues in my prior life as a paralegal. And I reach out to you folks to come and I want to help you. So that aside, what I'm doing today is supporting a down zone of land that would have been so devastating to the Kohala coast. And we now have to deal with 6 lots or 115 lot subdivision. You do the math, you know. I'd rather see 6 lots than 115 high-end lots that will just clutter our shoreline. So I want to apologize for being taken to a place that I have tried very hard not to go to. But I'm sorry, today was the straw that broke my back. When you mix Hawaiian issues and Hawaiian culture with other political issues, whether it's Hawaiian or governmental, no. I see your issue as separate. Gene Tamashiro's issue is a totally different issue, no? But it was blended with your issue, and I take offense to that.
We have tried to address everything that was submitted in the previous EA, and excuse me.
Excuse me, decorum. Excuse me.
Point of order. I would take a.
Okay, we are in recess.
No, don't run. Don't run. This is for the public record. Keep rolling. We just challenged title and jurisdiction.
Mr. Tamashiro,
Hello,
we are
don't
in
cut me
recess.
off because you're out of line. Ashley, I'm not out of line. I just challenged
we're not
title.
out of line.
I challenged title and jurisdiction, and that is at the basis of this conversation. I had a okay, no problem. I had a nice conversation with him, and all you people, when I say you don't have title and you don't have jurisdiction, you're required by your oath to ask me, Gene, bring the proof. Bring the proof. You bring the proof. Well, if you're not going to be lawful and you think I'm supposed to sit here and allow you people to operate in the color of law, did you hear me?
I heard you.
All right, then take the right action, please. I'm telling you, you do not have jurisdiction.
Last chance.
And
You're right.
You got the last chance. This is the
Last
final
chance.
notice.
You're in
default.
This is how wars happen. Because people remove... You have committed war crimes. I'm telling you.
You're in
if
default.
you don't address the challenge, I'm challenging you in the public record. We put out enough notices. I'm done notifying all of you.
Okay, good enough.
Okay?
Are you
You got that, David?
Last chance.
Come in honor, bro.
Last chance. Conduct yourself.
Last chance.
Conduct yourself in
Hey,
peace.
I'm obligated to
And
tell the
within our
truth,
rules.
just like you.
People have the right to go up there and flat out lie if they want to.
No, they
It's
don't.
Not a court.
Not if they went pledge. They went pledge and oath to serve and protect the
Here's
U.S.
the bottom line,
Constitution,
sir.
just like you guys.
Here's the bottom line. I respect your right to political speech. This is a forum for free speech. You're welcome to come back. You do that again, I cannot
really-
keep a safe space
No
for
problem,
you.
no
and that's
problem.
it.
Listen,
So,
there is no real need for me to get loud like that because I tell you what, we're not here to serve any more notice, yeah? Final notice happened today. I was just hoping that one of those guys, even you, or one of you guys would go, you know what? These people, not about me, these people have something important that they're saying. Hello, we're talking about title and jurisdiction, and it looks like they did their due diligence and they filed and they filed and they filed for years and years, and nobody respond or rebut to the claim. That is the recipe for civil war, and I don't want to go down there. So when I speak, thank you. Yes, sir, thank you. It's not about me. It's about Keakua's law.
we have an understanding.
Yes, we do.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
I'll shake your hand.
Thanks, guys.
Shake my hand.
Thanks, Gene.
What's your name?
Have a good day, John.
Thanks, John.
Take care. Have a
God
good day.
bless. Thank you very
guys for
much.
coming. I appreciate
All right,
it.
appreciate it. We should be working together under United States Constitution, Article 6, Clause 2. Okay, all good. Kobayashi-san. Thank you. Thanks, Raj. Okay, see? That's how it's done. Okay. I love
Song going out to all those who came before us, leading the way, paving the way for us. And for all those who follow, all the way to Hawaii 2000.
If just for a day our king and queen
Could see what happened to the land that they once ruled. Would they smile at what they see? Hey, y'all, where they used to pray. Kahakai, where they used to play. Now they see no fences telling them to keep away.
all the fighting that the king had done.
He sees his kingdom now divided. Everybody trying to be number one. Every group got their own agenda. They all say that the way is better. Self-determination can be achieved if we all just come together.
Tears would come from each other's eyes.
How would rally when we hear their cries? Our prince's will is not fulfilled, then he cuts like a knife, and the queen says at the palace where she was kept a prisoner for more than a year of her life.
Could you just imagine if they came back?
And saw so many of Makane and Wahine losing the fight with ice and crack. They'd see so little pure Hawaiians left and wonder, will there be any of us left with the blood 100 years from now? We could tell them there's so many things to blame it on, but can we truly say we did our best to make sure we live on? So I'll do my part right now and make sure that the world will hear voices of my people standing proud and singing clear.
Who am I?
Tripping sideways on these blacktop mazes. Tears leaving traces like scars on our faces. Tell me what's the basis, man, for killing my oasis? If you was gone for a while, you wouldn't recognize these places. Cause these people politic like they can't tie their shoelaces. I see you in your two faces, your screw faces. Wake up and realize that I'm talking true cases. I ain't a racist, but it's a desecrating land that's sacred. Cause for hatred. It's been building up and now I just can't take it.
I just can't take it.
And so I'm speaking my peace in hopes that we can keep it peaceful. peaceful, cause if we go to war, I'ma rise up and die for my people. I cry for my people, spit this message for my people. From the pasture to the steeple, pray for blessings for my people. I live for my people, I die for my people. I make music for my people to make a difference for my people.
For all people of Hawaii.
Sing, come on.
And political poses. No need for mourners, no need for common informers. My people's pain and suffering's already enormous. Can you picture this? Picture my people before us living the day. They be like this, living is horrors. Gotta get away, back to the land and restore us. Let me hear you say, come, I need your help with this chorus. Who am I?